Also in science, also in physics, we have illusions. What is illusion? Illusion is something that we have in our mind and has no correspondence in physical reality. In science, this is illusion. So the curvature of space is probably one of the biggest illusions of physics of 20th century. The Einstein idea that a given physical object is curving the space and that the curvature of space is carrying gravity force, it's a pure illusion. NASA has measured back in 2014 that universal space has Euclidean shape. They measured this very precisely. So it makes no sense anymore to talk in physics about curved space because this mathematical model has no correspondence in physical reality. Universal space is flat. And all the ideas that curved space is that then curving light and all this is wrong. Light is bent when passing sun because when light is approaching the sun, the energy density of superfluid space is decreasing, and when the light is leaving, is going away from the sun, the energy density of superfluid space is increasing, and this difference in energy density is the physical source of refraction index. Okay, that's why light makes a curve, but not because space is curved. Nobody ever measured that universal space is curved. What NASA, what they did, how they measured? They took three physical objects, stellar objects, and they measured angles between these objects. Yeah, three objects, stellar objects, are creating a triangle, no? A triangle. And what NASA measured? NASA measured these inner angles, and it came out that the sum of these three angles is 180 degrees. And this means that universal space is flat. And now for 100 years, we are on the wrong track regarding gravity. We have to go back to develop theory of gravity. We have to go back to the Newton idea that gravity is carried by ether. Ether, its old name, the new name is superfluid space. Because Einstein's idea that universal space is empty was a huge mistake. Because something that has no physical attributes, okay, cannot be the substratum of energy of material objects. This material object is existing in space. This means that also space has a physical properties, because if space would not have physical properties, something that is material could not exist in some imaginary space that has only mathematical properties. Space has physical properties, and the fundamental physical property of space is variable energy density of space. So every physical object is diminishing energy density of space in its center exactly for the amount of its energy. This is the extension of the mass energy equivalence principle on the universal space. And this difference in energy density is carrying gravity. And this superfluid space is dynamic. When the stellar object is rotating, also the superfluid space is rotating around it. That's why we have a precession of the Mercury. That's why the stars that are on the outer part of the galaxies are having higher speed than they should have according to the Newton physics, because also this fundamental space, superfluid space, is rotating because the black holes in the center of galaxies are rotating with a very, very high angular speed. Rotation is very fast, and that's why also space starts rotating, and everything that is in space also then has additional orbital velocity. So definitely there is no dark matter. And this so-called dark energy, this fundamental substratum of the universal space, this is ether. Yeah. Michelson-Morley experiment does not prove that ether does not exist, because the local ether around the Earth is moving with the Earth and rotating with the Earth. That's why they got the negative outcome of Michelson-Morley experiment. So if you want to see more in details what I say, then you can we published an article recently in World Scientific. You can see that there's a mathematical model also behind. Thank you very much.